welcome back to another reading. And if you guys are new, hi, my name is Astra. I am an intuitive tarot reader and I do tarot readings here on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an update reading on Tejran, Teja, and Karan. A lot of you guys have been requesting an update on these two, so let's see today what we can get for these two and if there's any changes in their bond since the last time. So let's see what I can get for Teja and Karan. So first I'm going to start with, how is Teja feeling right now when it comes to her and Karan's bond? So let's see, how is Teja's current energy towards her and Karan right now? How is Teja's current energy towards her and Karan right now? Alright, I'm gonna just get a few clarifying cards. How is Teja feeling right now regarding her and Karan? How is Teja feeling right now regarding her and Karan? Menacing, self-love, forgiveness, and inseparable. Okay, you guys. So, regarding Teja and Karan right now, how Teja feels about her and Karan, I do feel like that, you know, she feels her best around him. She feels very comforted around him. He is someone that has become almost like her home. Like when she isn't around him for a while, or when they both are away from each other for a while, she really misses him. Like he became a sense of like a part of her. And so he definitely completes her in a way, and he makes her really happy when she's around him. I do feel that she really has been reminiscing the past with the Six of Cups as well, reminiscing and romancing. So she has been really thinking about the past is what I'm seeing here. Probably there is certain moments that they both had in the past that she wishes that they both can have similar moments these days. Probably she has been feeling a little bit down, that she looks at memories or she looks at things that they probably did in the past and she's like, oh, we don't do that anymore, or oh, like we used to be a certain way at that time, I wish we were still like that. So there is like positives that she would look at in the past, like, oh, we have grown, and there's also some negatives that she looks like, oh, I wish we still did do these things. So I feel like, you know, she was feeling a little bit upset from certain things like in the past that happened, and right now maybe there is a little bit of differences. I feel like maybe it's like those simple things, like when they both first fell in love, maybe Karan did things special, and maybe right now he still do things, some things special, but it's not maybe the same way he did in the past. So I feel like she's like relating to something like that he did used to do this in the past, and right now he still does, but like there is certain things that he doesn't do. So I feel like she felt a little bit down because of that, because I feel like she really holds on to things, and I feel like over the time when it comes to their bond, she has learned to share things as well. But I feel like, you know, she has been feeling that inside of her. And also, I feel like she has been also thinking about marriage. If you guys remember my last reading, I did get that they both were really considering marriage, and, you know, it's possible that it can happen. And they had definitely talks about that as well. So I do see that still she does think about marriage, but I do feel like there's like some certain problems regarding that, okay? And so she's feeling a little bit hurt and feeling a little bit hanged up. But I feel like she does really hope that whatever problems that are undergoing with the two of them do change. And, you know, yes, things do come between them, you guys, and I feel like certain disagreements or certain times where they both are on different pages, but she does believe that they both are inseparable. She feels like they both have went through a lot of up and downs, and she feels like even though they both can be upset from each other or something can happen, their love is always there, you know, and she feels like they both are not separable. Like she feels like they both have went through a lot. There's a lot of people that probably think that they would break up, or a lot of times people probably speculated about the two of them, but she's like, oh, we are still here, and even if there's problems that do overcome our bond, we are still inseparable at the end of the day. And again, here with the past thing, so she's definitely remembering a lot of things in the past. And definitely, you know, there's still things that she's trying to heal, and from time to time she is also trying to give herself some self-love. Like I mentioned, there can be definitely moments where she can feel hanged up, or she can feel from Karan. Like, it's normal. Like, there is fights that do happen between couples all the time, and I feel like sometimes, you know, when situations like that happen, she tries to give herself some time to spend by herself, or give herself some time self-love. Okay, so overall that's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna get just a few more information if we can get more clarity. All right, so let's see. What else is Teja feeling right now towards Karan? Anything else that we can get about how she's feeling about Karan? Anything else that Teja is feeling about Karan? Okay. So something happened, you guys. I'm just gonna get more information. Yeah, you guys, so I'm getting the Seven of Swords again. So something happened where she did feel hurt from Karan recently, okay? And I feel like she has spent some time alone, or some time to give herself some self-love, like I got just a few minutes ago. So I do feel like something happened where she did feel a little bit hurt from Karan. And so she did want to spend a little bit of time by herself. Like, I don't feel like something very, very drastic happened to the point that they thought of breaking up, no. But it's something that she felt hurt from him. Or something that he did and he did not tell her, which he did not like. And so I do feel like that, you know, she kept it inside of her. She did want to communicate that she was upset about that certain something, but she kept it a little bit in the dark, okay? Like, she kept it to herself, like I mentioned. So the thing is, when it comes to Teja and Karan's bond, is I see that they both work better when they're together. When they both build strength together, and when they both talk things out hand in hand, that's when they both are able to solve their problems, and that's like the strength in their bond. So when one of them keeps something quiet, that's when things go wrong, and that's when disagreements happen. And I feel like they both understand that now. Like, they both understand that when we talk things out, that's when things get better, and that's when problems resolve. But I feel like sometimes, you know, Teja feels like she wants to keep things to herself. Like, sometimes she doesn't feel like opening up, and that's where problems come in hand. But I honestly do feel like here with the Page of Wands, Strength, and the Four of Wands, that they both do fear losing each other, okay? And so no matter like how situations come and whatever situations do come, I feel like they both come in hand, talk things out, and when they talk things out, they find that the path just opens for them. Like, that's how they work, and that's the strength of their bond. If they both stay quiet, then that's where buildup happens, and that's when things happen. And so I feel like Teja realized that, you know, it wasn't good for her to keep things in, and so she opened up to Karan. And I feel like they did talk things out, okay? I feel like that situation is still like on the horizon, like it's still, you know, going on, but I do not feel like they both are like very upset from each other right now. No, they're good, but it's just that they're still trying to talk about this conversation and do baby steps and work it out. And they know that for their bond to continue, it's very important for communication to happen and for them to open up and work things hand in hand. If one of them just try to work things by themselves, it's not going to work out. And that's what they both have been trying to do with all the problems that do come and arise when it comes to their relationship, okay? So I do feel like you guys are honestly okay, but it's just this situation that happened recently that they're both trying to work out, but it's not like they both are not talking or meeting or anything, no. But that problem is like currently ongoing, okay? Now that we have seen Teja, let's see for Karan. How does Karan feel about Teja and all of that? How does Karan feel about Teja? How does Karan feel about Teja? How does Karan feel about Teja right now? Yeah, you guys, the key is them working hand in hand, like I mentioned. Yeah, so definitely like a disagreement happened between them recently. And Karan, you guys, sometimes there is a lot of worries to go on in his mind, but he also, tends to not want to show his worries in front of Teja. I feel like he does sometimes become the King of Swords and try to be a little bit more practical, or he tries to be strong or composed in front of Teja. But like sometimes, like I mentioned, if they both do keep things inside of them, they pile up and they both are not able to communicate very well. So the key when it comes to their bond is for them to share things hand in hand. And if they don't, then disagreements happen and things do unbalance, and that's not good. And so I feel like they both know that it's important for them to talk things out. And Teja sometimes can be emotional. I feel like she's also strong, but sometimes, things can make her feel emotional or upset. And he does know when Teja's like that. And so he tries to balance things out, you guys, okay? I feel like, he feels that sometimes the two of them cannot be emotional at the same time. So he tries to be composed and has things that he worries about by himself. Which is also not good for him. And so sometimes like they both try to balance things out. Like he sees if Teja's emotional one, he needs to be the composed one. If he's emotional, Teja's always there for him. So he tries to balance that out, but sometimes he also goes through some worries. So like I said, I feel like right now they're in the process of balancing things out, is what I'm seeing here. So I'm just going to get a few more cards about Karan, and then we're going to just get some last oracles for them. What else is Kanan feeling regarding him and Teja? What else is Kanan feeling regarding him and Teja right now? How is Kanan feeling about him and Teja right now? What else? Yeah, you guys, so they right now are in the process of focusing and fixing that problem. Like I mentioned, sometimes Teja can be strong, or she can sometimes think that she's independent, or she sometimes, is that strong woman. She's independent. She is a career independent woman as well. So sometimes she does feel like that she does need to do that composed side as well, and he also puts that composed side as well. But they both go through a lot of worries if they both try to keep themselves strong or not share what they're feeling. And so that's what I'm seeing here recently, that he showed his emotions and she showed her emotions recently. He became the King of Cups and she became the Queen of Cups, and one of them did the first move and was like, we need to talk things out and we need to break through out of the situation we are in. And that's why, like, I'm telling you guys that right now they're trying to fix things right now, and they're in the process of that, okay? But it's not like they're not talking or anything like that, is what I'm feeling, okay? So I hope so far that made sense. And what I said made sense to you guys. All right, so right now let's lastly get some oracles for the two of them and see what else we can get. Anything we should know about Teja and Karan? Anything else we should know about Teja and Karan over here? Anything else we should know about Teja and Karan over here? Twin flames, interesting. Anything else we should know about Teja and Karan? Interesting. One more. Healing heart. Yeah. So, it's interesting how I got twin flames and soulmates. So what I'm getting here is they both probably do have some soul connection, whether it's twin flames and soulmates. I don't know if it's the two of them together, because it's very rare for the two of them to come together, but it's honestly possible. I do see here with twin flames and soulmates is that they both really complement each other very well. Like Teja and Karan do complement each other, and they do have this very good balance when it comes to their both bond, and they both do have this partnership, which I did mention that they both need to be hand in hand. And they work better together when they both are in partnership and talk hand in hand. So it can be they both are these two soul connections or one of them, but they definitely take from both sides. Like they do complement each other, and they also do have like this partnership, is why I'm feeling I'm getting these two cards here. Here with healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Yes. So remember the card that I got for Teja, that she's like giving her some self-love and all that. This is why I'm feeling I'm getting the healing card, that, you know, she's right now, she has taken a time for herself to, you know, heal, or to give herself some just like self-love time, right? And give herself some self-love, and, you know, take some time for herself. But it's good to give yourself some free time, but I feel like it's better when they both come in partnership and talk in agreement about something when it comes to their bond, okay? That's what I'm getting for Teja and Kanan. I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and thank you guys so much, and tell me guys what you think in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully see you guys next time. Bye!